The Abandoned Carnival. Once upon a time, in a small town surrounded by rolling hills and dense forests, there lived a group of four adventurous friends: Sarah, Jake, Emily, and Max. Sarah was brave and adventurous, always excited to explore the unknown. Jake, Emily's best friend, always made people laugh with his jokes and clever comments. Emily loved to read and was interested in secrets and things that couldn't be explained. Max was quiet but loyal, and he often got caught up in his friends' adventures. One lazy summer afternoon, as the sun set and painted the sky with orange and pink colors, the friends got together at Sarah's house to plan their next adventure. Bored of their usual hangout spots, they decided to go on a road trip to explore the mysteries of the surrounding countryside. After driving for a long time on country roads that curved and turned, the friends stumbled upon a forgotten path obscured by tangled vines and overgrown bushes. Intrigued by the promise of adventure, they followed the path farther into the forest until they came to an open area filled with the light of an unusual moon. In the center of the clearing stood the remains of an abandoned carnival. Its once vibrant rides now rusted and crumbling, its colorful banners torn and faded. Sarah's eyes lit up with excitement as she gazed upon the deserted amusement park, her imagination running wild with possibilities. "Wow, this place looks amazing," she exclaimed, her voice echoing in the stillness of the night. Jake smiled in a playful way, bumping elbows with Emily and Max. "Do you think we'll find any ghosts hanging around here?" Emily rolled her eyes, but a thrill of excitement ran down her spine. "Let's find out," she said, her curiosity aroused by the strange atmosphere of the abandoned carnival. With a mix of nervousness and excitement, the friends pushed open the old, noisy gates and stepped into the spooky place of the empty amusement park, not knowing what scary things were waiting for them inside. As the friends went deeper into the carnival area, they were met by an eerie silence. Only the occasional squeak of rusty metal and the wind blowing through the old, crumbling buildings could be heard. The once lively center of the carnival was now in ruins. Overturned game booths and broken glass were scattered everywhere. Sarah led the way, her footsteps echoing hollowly on the cracked pavement as she explored each dilapidated attraction with childlike wonder. Jake followed close behind, his eyes darting nervously at every shadow, half expecting something to leap out at him from the darkness. Emily trailed behind, her heart pounding with a mixture of fear and excitement as she scanned the abandoned carnival for any signs of paranormal activity. Max stayed by her side, his hand gripping hers tightly as they navigated the eerie landscape together. As they wandered deeper into the heart of the carnival, they stumbled upon a forgotten carousel, its once colorful horses now frozen in time, their paint peeling and cracked. Sarah couldn't resist the temptation to climb aboard one of the weathered steeds, her laughter ringing out in the stillness of the night as she pretended to ride through imaginary worlds. But her laughter quickly turned into shouts of fear as the carousel suddenly started moving. The old parts of the ride made loud creaking and whirring noises as it went around much faster, trapping Sarah and holding her tight. Jake and Emily ran to help her, their hearts beating very fast with worry as they tried to get her off the scary ride. With a final big effort, they managed to pull Sarah free from the carousel's grip, sending her falling to the ground in a pile. Struggling to breathe, they crowded together, their eyes wide with fear as they realized they were not alone in the abandoned carnival. Something evil lurked in the shadows, watching and waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Upset but decided, the friends kept going. They could see and hear better because of the danger they just faced. They went further into the abandoned carnival. Their footsteps sounded strange as they walked past the old, broken buildings of the rides. As they explored, they saw strange things at every turn, moving lights dancing in the darkness, strange sounds carried on the wind, and quick looks of dark shapes darting out of sight. Each encounter sent a shiver down their backs, filling them with a feeling of fear and worry. Despite feeling increasingly worried, the friends kept going, drawn further into the center of the carnival by a mysterious force they couldn't understand. They came across an abandoned funhouse. Its once brightly colored front was now faded and peeling, and its entrance seemed to be inviting them in with a promise of excitement and fright. With nervousness, they entered the funhouse, its confusing hallways turning like a maze. Sarah went first, her flashlight brightening the darkness as they walked through the spooky halls, their hearts racing with fear at every squeal and moan of the old building. Suddenly, they heard a blood-curdling scream echoing from the depths of the funhouse, sending shivers down their spines. Without thinking twice, they ran towards the sound, their fear giving them energy and pushing them deeper into the carnival's hidden dangers. As they went deeper into the funhouse, the friends found a hidden room hidden behind a secret door. The walls of the room were covered with old pictures and newspaper articles. The pictures and articles told the sad story of the abandoned carnival. They learned of accidents and disappearances, of lives lost and souls trapped within the decaying confines of the amusement park. They found out about a crazy carnival owner who became obsessed with getting more money, which made him very angry. His ghost is still around, hiding in the darkness, and wants to get revenge on anyone who enters his property. With growing fear, the friends realized how awful everything really was in the deserted carnival. They knew they had to get out of there before it was too late, before they became forgotten like all the other unfortunate people who had been there before. But as they turned to leave, they were met with a chilling sight. The ghostly figure of the carnival owner materializing before them, his eyes burning with an otherworldly rage. With nowhere left to run, the friends braced themselves for a final showdown with the malevolent spirit that haunted the abandoned carnival, praying they would survive to see the light of day once more. With the ghostly figure of the carnival owner blocking their only exit, the friends found themselves trapped within the confines of the haunted funhouse, surrounded by the malevolent spirits of the carnival's past. They were running for their lives, dashing through bending hallways. Their chests thumped with terror as shadowy figures got closer, their eerie cries bouncing off the walls in the blackness. Jake tripped and landed hard, his ankle hurting badly as he tried to catch up to his friends. Sarah and Emily helped him to his feet, their breath coming in ragged gasps as they fought to stay one step ahead of the vengeful spirits. Max led the way, his flashlight cutting through the gloom as they navigated the maze-like halls with growing desperation. Just when it seemed they were stuck forever in the funhouse, they found a hidden passage that led to freedom. With a burst of hope, they raced towards the light, with the people chasing them close behind as they ran out into the open air. As they emerged from the funhouse, the friends found themselves standing before the carnival's main stage, where the ghostly figure of the carnival owner awaited them, his eyes burning with rage. With no other options left, they confronted the spirit head-on, their courage bolstered by their determination to escape the haunted carnival once and for all. Sarah stepped forward, her voice steady as she addressed the ghostly apparition. "We know what happened here," she said, her words ringing out in the stillness of the night. "We know your story and we understand your pain, but we can't let you continue to haunt this place and harm innocent people." To their surprise, the ghostly figure faltered, his rage giving way to a flicker of remorse. With a final, sad sigh, he faded into the night, his spirit finally finding peace after centuries of torment. Relieved but exhausted, the friends made their way out of the abandoned carnival, their hearts heavy with the weight of what they had witnessed. As they drove away, they knew they would never forget their terrifying ordeal, but they also knew they had faced their fears and emerged stronger for it. And though the abandoned carnival would forever remain a haunted memory, they took solace in the knowledge that they had overcome the darkness and found the light once more.